Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Fasting Over 40 with Toya. Today, guys, I am about to break my 95 and a half plus hour fast. Now, I begin this fast Friday, um, about 7 p.m., and I have gone until right now. Actually, I haven't even pushed the timer yet, but I am about to. I've got dinner in the oven. I'm a little late, actually, but that's okay. Yeah, so I'm about to break this 95 and a half plus hour fast, and I am so extremely ecstatic about the outcome of this fast. Now, mind you, I said earlier in a previous video that I somewhat got pretty much burnt out because I was fasting so much, a lot of 3 day, 4 day, 2 day fast, and I would mix it up. However, in that 1 month that I started fasting, I did lose 30 pounds in a month. Yes, some of it was water. However, most of it was fat because of the way I was fasting so much. It really came down to me just burning nothing but fat because I stayed in a fat burning zone, meaning I wasn't eating. And when I did eat, I was eating nothing but low carb slash keto. So I was really hesitant on doing another long fast, but I knew that in order for me to get the results that I want, especially knowing that we've got Thanksgiving coming around next week, and within that month or the next month after that, we've got Christmas. Holiday seasons are always a tougher time for some people when they're on a weight loss journey. However, for me, I've just really decided that I'm just going to do the very best that I can because even though I'm not perfect, I can stay consistent. So even though I allow myself to eat on Thanksgiving, probably about 2 or 3 days, I don't want my food going to waste, so I'm going to eat it anyways. Let's just be real. But what I'm probably going to do to combat that is I would probably do a 5 to 7 day fast. Now, I've never done any more than 117 hours, which is like 3 hours short of 5 days. But I am very confident that at this point, I've been fasting since the end of April of this year, and it's already November. So I'm pretty confident that I can make it because I know exactly what to do and how to do it. And that is to make sure that I'm going to eat that low carb diet before at least 2 to 4 days before I go into that long haul fast. Drink a lot of water, take my those electrolytes, and everything will be fine. I honestly, in this 4 day fast, I was not hungry. I had a couple hunger pangs, maybe day two, yesterday maybe. However, one thing you have to know with fasting is the hunger pangs are gonna come, okay? But they do not stay and they don't rise. So when you feel hunger pang, if you just go and drink some water, some tea, some black coffee, of course, with no sugar, you'll find that within 10 to 20 minutes, those pains are gone if they weren't gone before then. And you're able to carry on with your day and your daily activity as is. Now, I had a couple hunger pangs, and the way I combated is I just drank a little bit of water and I really just distracted myself and go do something else. Like I said before, Sundays is my extremely busy day. So I do a lot of running around. So I don't even have time to eat. And I'm just on my feet all day. So I know that that was a really, really good uh, fat burn day for me. The way it broke down was 95 and a half hours fasted, but about 74 plus in fat burning mode, which means even while I slept, I was burning fat. It don't get any better than that. Okay. Um, I'm so extremely happy with my results. Like, I just thank God that I am able to do a fasting lifestyle. And willing to do a fasting lifestyle because it works. I've dibbled and dabbled, like I said, with keto and low carb, and it worked. And I've been eating one meal a day, dang, since I probably got out of high school. But I didn't know that what it was that I was doing was actually had a name for it, omad, or one meal a day. But the thing is, when I was losing, or I wasn't losing weight then, I was gaining. And that's because you're a teenager, you're early adulthood, and you're eating a bunch of carbs, a bunch of sugar. No matter what you say, sugar is carbs. And you put that too much of that stuff in your body, your insulin levels rise, your blood sugar level rise. You can never, ever, ever lose weight without lowering your insulin levels. That's why some people are able to eat junk foods or whatever, and they can do a lot of running around or exercise, and they don't gain because they have low insulin levels, or they have and or low blood sugar levels. A person like me, starting out at 325, I'm sorry, actually I checked today, it's 326 pounds that I started at. So, I mean, I was far gone already as far as thinking that I'm just going to be able to do exercise and lose weight. It just didn't work like that for me, and that goes for a lot of people. Sometimes you can be a smaller person and still have very high blood sugar and high insulin levels. It's basically what it comes down to. You can have some type of metabolic syndrome. You could have internal issues on the inside and not even know unless you're continuously going to your doctor and they're actually looking for whatever it is that could be wrong with you, as far as bad metabolism, high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, type 2, any of that stuff. I just took my dinner out of the oven. So what I made, was something like a chicken bake with spinach. um, let's see, it had chicken breast in there, heavy whipping cream, some cream cheese, Parmesan cheese, sun-dried tomato, and mozzarella cheese. And I just took it out of the oven. I can't wait to eat it. I've made something similar before, but in a skillet. So I'm going to go ahead and try that out today as breaking my 95 hour and 53 minute now fast. I'm just so happy, guys, for the result. Remember, guys, it's always up to you to make sure that you ask your doctor if you like to try fasting. If you're thinking about it, ask your doctor. Don't pay attention to what your family says, naysayers, because people are going to say whatever they're going to say. And here's the interesting thing with that. When you are fat and unhealthy, most people didn't say nothing to you, right? But now you're trying to take a control of your life and your body, your insides, and you give a damn about yourself. And now everybody got something to say. It's just really sad, though. Some people didn't say nothing when you had a cupcake, or they probably laughed, giggled, whatever. You ate that bonbon, that Cold Stone's ice cream, whatever it is, right? But now, when you choose not to eat, you're not starving yourself. No, you're not starving. Starving is when you're hungry, you want to eat, and there's no food available. So you're upset. You're obviously, you're probably ravenous. You're hungry, like literally. You're starved. That's starving. We don't live in a third world country uh, here in the U.S., and most of us are not starving. Food is available at a touch of a button now, or a click or a swipe. Food is always available. So when you go into a fast, you're not starving yourself. You are simply choosing not to eat between a certain time, and choosing to eat specific healthy foods when you break that fast. Remember, guys, always give your doctor, let them know that this is what you might be interested in doing. If not, hey, that's okay. Do it your way. All I know is, when I was trying to lose weight before, once upon a time, it just wasn't happening for me. I didn't do low carb. I was eating the standard American diet, or SAD diet, SAD, and I could be out there working my butt off in the gym. I would go with my sister, who's she's very fit, and a friend at the time, and we would walk to the gym about a mile and a half, 2 miles. I would do like 70 minutes on the elliptical, which is outrageous. and then probably swim and walk back. And it still took me 6 to 8 weeks. And I was eating non-fat, okay? So eating things that said non-fat or anything, but it still had a lot of carbs in it. Therefore, my blood sugar never really went in a healthy zone in order for my insulin levels to go down, in order for me to lose weight. So like I said, it would take me 6 to 8 weeks before I saw anything come off that scale. And when it did, it was like 3 to 5 pounds. Did I lose inches? Yes, but still, that is just so far under what you actually want to lose in 6 to 8 weeks, knowing that you are hungry. I was hungry, guys. I was hungry all the freaking time. I was grouchy. I was cranky. I was just downright itchy. Okay. It wasn't fun. And no matter what, I felt like a failure. And what happened ultimately, I stopped working out. I just felt like I felt like I was broken and things was never going to be better for me. And I was just thinking like, man, I guess, now I'm about to hit over 30. They say it's so much harder for you to lose weight after you're 30. I was just really thinking like, I may never be a small person. Maybe I'm not meant to be, a small person. But the reality is, you started out as a small person. Nobody was born 400 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you have a serious, like, problem, from jump or whatever. Most of us don't. You can go back to eating simplicity and really just understanding your body and in eating when hungry. It's really hard, when you have a hard day, or somebody done ticked you off, whatever, things just ain't going right. And you just feel like everything is just going bad. And you just feel like, man, I just want to be comforted or whatever. Let me go and order this food, and you sit down and you eat and stuff. And then if you realize you don't really feel better afterwards, you might feel better in the moment, but you really don't feel better after you've eaten. I know for me, after I've done that, I feel guilty. Okay. I do. I feel guilty because it's like, man, you ate all that stuff. And guess what? The problem, whatever was bothering me, didn't go away. And chances are it was probably going to, affect me tomorrow or the next day. And, then you repeat that process. And before you know it, you done gain 15 pounds. And you're like, dang, I didn't even really eat much, or this and this and that. But the thing is, I was eating when I really wasn't hungry. It's just something else. So sometimes now I realize that when things don't go the way that I would hope for, or I'm feeling down or low, man, I try to deal with things in a different way. I go out for a walk. I go to the freaking gym. I take a nap if I have to. I go do my arts and crafts, my diamond arts, whatever. Pray, read books. Getting on social media and reading in the comments is always a good time. I'm just saying, it's always a good time there. Like, that's comedy for hours, for days, right? So you just have to figure out other ways that you can navigate eating at the correct time, and make sure you sleep, and make sure you're resting, and you're drinking your water. You have to make sure that you are okay. And all in all, things will turn out differently. So as you guys can see, I started on Friday at 276 pounds, and I went 4 days, or let's say now it's been 96 hours and 20 seconds exactly. I have completed a 96-hour fast. It's not the longest I've ever done. Like I said before, I've done 117 hours, 3 hours short of 5 days. But I'm so very happy with my results. I started at 276 pounds on Friday night. And today I am 267.3 pounds. That's 8.7 pounds lost in just 4 days. I cannot be happier. I'm so proud of myself. The fast was easy. Uh, I'm just ecstatic, guys. Words cannot express how, oh God, how much better I feel on the inside. And that now that when I go and jump on the scale, I actually see those numbers reverse. When I don't see the numbers reverse, but I know I've done the right thing, I still feel better because no matter what, I can fit in that chair easier. I can go up and down those stairs easier and I'm not out of breath. Um, it's just the benefits outweigh so much more than just seeing the scale go down, although it is nice to see. But I lose inches and stuff, and when other people can see that, hey man, what you doing? Like, you losing weight? Like, girl, you look good. Like, what are you doing? Sometimes I even hesitate to even tell people. Actually, as a matter of fact, I don't. Most people in my life, friends and stuff, friends, they don't even know I have a YouTube channel. I ain't tell nobody nothing. You know why? Because I don't want to hear any negativity. I don't want to deal with the BS, oh, you should do this, you should do that, or do this, do that. Baby, I've tried it all. It don't work for me. Okay. But the one thing that did work is fasting. Not only that, but it's healthy. What do you think they did back in the old days? They didn't have Uber Eats. They didn't have no DoorDash or any of that stuff. In prehistoric times and stuff, you didn't eat. If you don't have food there, you didn't eat. So sometimes you might not eat for a few days, a week, or whatever until you went out and hunted again. That's just how our bodies are naturally designed. And I find so happy and just so wonderful that when I go to like weigh myself, or even if I don't weigh, but the inches are coming off, like it comes off in the right areas, the exact areas where you want. When you lose weight, you can't pinpoint where you want to lose weight. It doesn't work like that. You can go to the gym and work your arms out all day, all you want, and you might have some nice looking arms, but you can't exactly like pinpoint where you want to lose weight. You know what I'm saying? It falls off where it falls off. But I just thank God for the opportunity, and just just the opportunity and the chance to be able to be alive and long enough to know that I wanted to change my life and to actually get back into fasting. And now I know that this is not a fad for me. This is a lifestyle. If you want to live a long, happy, healthy life, you want to turn back the hands of time metabolically, and even mentally, because when you fast, you gain mental clarity, and it breaks through the brain fog. And Lord knows I had a lot. How do you get a lot of brain fog and stuff like that? Through eating a bunch of carbs and a bunch of sugar, basically. And a lot of people just don't know, but I've done so much research on this over the years, and it is definitive that yes, fasting does help you with your mental, your physical, your internal. It helps in every aspect. It literally makes you look younger, you guys. Like, I'm over 40, so I'm like, man, I want to look good, for years to come. It sucked that, I wasted so much of my life being morbidly obese, but to me, it doesn't matter because now I have so much energy now, and I'm correcting a lot of the issues that I have now. Therefore, 50, you get to be 50, 60 or whatever, I'm doing good. So, I feel like, yeah, things happen a little bit in reverse for me in my life, but at the same time, did it really? Because is that not the path that God wanted me to go on? He allowed it to happen. So at the end of the day, I was going to be all right anyway. So I'm thankful that I had an opportunity to fast. I'm thankful that, I was able to quit smoking. It's been about a year and 4 months now. And I knew that once I quit smoking and I don't even drink much anymore, I knew that I can get the weight off, because it's all really after that day or two, it's really comes down to like how it just comes down to willpower. I don't even want to say willpower. It's just you make it up in your mind. I said this week I'm not going to eat. It's easy for me to push that button and order me some DoorDash, or go to Del Taco or something like that. But I said no. This time it's a no. And I kept at it. And this is what I did back in April. And I just kept hitting that timer, hitting that timer. I eat, hit the timer. And that's all you got to do. If you stuck around for the entire video, I thank you so much. I thank each and every last one of you guys. It's such a privilege and an honor to be able to share my weight loss journey with you guys. It really does help me to stay accountable. And I'm just so very happy to be here, and hopefully my journey will inspire somebody else, even if it's not about weight loss, whatever it is. I hope that I can bring you guys positivity, love, and light. As always, guys, don't start none, won't be none. I'll see you next time.